Hi everyone, good afternoon to all of you who's watching this live webinar for working smarter using Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant. Well, this is the first time that we're going to do a session regarding this topic, which is very timely, and I want to see all of you who's wanting to improve their workflow, and you can easily get in touch with us using our chat box. You can just comment anything that you want to say, and we'll gladly read it and acknowledge you in the session. Good afternoon to all of you. Okay, so I'll be just switching into my presentation slides so you could get an idea. My name is Rollan Bañez. I'm the training director, co-founder of Creative Nation Academy, and also an Adobe Community Expert that has been doing a lot of sessions regarding Creative Cloud, Document Cloud, and almost every Adobe application that you can utilize right now. So to begin, I would like to give some shout outs to our friends who's watching this live webinar. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Kindly comment on our chat box loud and clear or yes if you're hearing this loud and clear, so I could check within our audience if I'm having any technical issues on my end. So okay, again, I would like to give you some context on what I'm doing right now. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate your comment on this. Okay, so yes, Lem, thank you. Again, I've been doing a lot of things regarding Adobe recently, and to the point that I've been one of the partner by designs here, an Adobe certified professional. And right now, I'm wearing multiple hats that I would like to check with all of you on how can we improve on working smarter with Acrobat AI Assistant. So I've been doing a lot of road shows lately, almost a decade right now, if my memory serves me right. Like probably, yeah. I think I started way back in March of 2015. Yeah, it's almost a decade already. I've been through a lot of workshops and also symposiums together with our partner schools, as you would see on the screen. I would like to invite you that I got a TikTok account on which you can definitely check some of my contents on discussing Creative Cloud, Acrobat, and all Adobe things. You can definitely check it out on TikTok. And right now, if you're watching this live webinar on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and comment to our videos so you could support us on creating more content such as this. I also did a book. I wrote a book regarding Adobe Firefly on which I would promote lately because we are going to have a series of webinars in the future or every month since we started this campaign. And the next one would be, if my memory serves me right, I'm scheduled to have Firefly and also Adobe Express. I think it's Adobe Express. I'm going to do Adobe Express next month, and the next one would be Adobe Firefly. So feel free to check it out. This one is a book that I authored way back last year around June. So kindly check it out on Amazon.com and also on its publisher. So let's go straight to our agenda, which is three things, only three things. The what and why of Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant. How can we use Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant or Acrobat AI Assistant to improve the way we do things in processing our documents, on checking insights with our data? There's some of the things that we're trying to do right now. And how can we use artificial intelligence for us to help us get more out of the assets that we have right now? Okay, I'm going to cite some relevant data and case studies that you can use within your organization. If you're from HR, if you're from legal, if you're a student right now who's trying to supercharge your studying habits, the way you could interact with your documents, especially if you want to chat with your documents. That's one thing that you can easily do using Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant or Acrobat AI Assistant. I'm going to provide you a hands-on demonstration on which you can easily get the idea or get an actual overview of what we can do with the feature. So I'm excited as much as you are. So let's get going. Before we start, I would like to give some emphasis that right now AI has been one of the very fast emerging technologies that is been growing throughout the years. And even as of the moment, you would see that it takes a little bit more time for something like ChatGPT to reach 100 million global monthly users. As you would see here on our infographic, it only takes 2 months for them to have this kind of technology and at these types of active users. And what we can get from this data is that AI is here to stay, and we have to really take advantage of these types of technology because on the following slides, I will give you some reasons to why we should embrace uh, this type of adaptation, or if I would say. So this is one of the data that I would like to give to you. In a study that Microsoft conducted, they say it was found out that 66% of the leaders say that they wouldn't hire someone without AI skills. That's very insightful. As you would see, 66% of leaders would, again, say that they wouldn't hire someone without AI skills. So having AI skills will enable us to get more employment, more opportunities on our end. And another one is that 71% of them say that they would rather hire someone with less experience or a less experienced candidate with AI skills than a more experienced candidate without them. So, with that said, you will get easily have an insight that yes, I really need to embrace how we can use AI to supercharge my way of working as of this moment. Another one would be, and junior candidates have a new edge. As you would see, 77% of leaders say that AI in its early stage of career development will be given greater responsibilities by using these types of technology. So this is from the study conducted from Microsoft, and then you could see the link here on the bottom. As you would see, it's from Forbes.com. You can definitely check it out, the report that it says. To further that, did you know that it takes 8.2 hours per week for an average worker to spend looking for specific data? Sometimes we even recreate them from existing files that we have, enabling us to duplicate the information and reducing our efficiency in the way we work. So 8.2 hours per week, it's almost a 1 day per week that we're doing these types of workflow or these types of work, that it should be more given into much more productive events in the workplace. And did you also know that 80 to 90% of these types of data, that's why we're spending a lot of time organizing all of this, because 80 to 90% is comprised of unstructured data that we cannot even search within our organization or get into very specifics. That's why we have to adapt AI and using Acrobat AI Assistant for us to be more adept in how we can use information with our existing documents. And again, Gen AI will help you turn more data into value more quickly. data that's trapped in presentations, strategy papers, white papers, customer logs, and countless other documents that define your organization. So imagine having all of that assets being utilized and not being lost in our organization by using Acrobat AI Assistant. So that's one of the things that I want to give emphasis, even if after this session. So we have to take advantage of these types of technology for us to leverage these types of intelligence within our organization. One report also that I would like to share with you is that there is one from Pfeiffer report. I got the link here at the bottom. You can easily check it out, or you can just Google it, as you would see here. This is a report that enables us to give an insight on how does AI really impact us in terms of how we can use the hours and into much more efficient, rather than using, for example, if you're finding specific documents or specific information, it greatly cuts the hours that you need to manually search any specific document, any specific information on a document. You can you can check it out, and I got some overview of this. As you would see here, without they are comparing two things. If you're using AI assistant, and also if you're not using AI assistant, as you would see here. Um, this is um, this is a great report that you can definitely check out. And using Acrobat AI Assistant, I would like to give emphasis that it's a proper way for you to work with your documents because, number one, it allows your data to be yours, meaning that it will only check the information that you feed within Acrobat. It doesn't go to the cloud. It doesn't go to any like large learning models, and which would give you the confidence, because it's not training on your data. It's not being transported into another service, and it gives you total control of what you can using Acrobat AI Assistant. And with that said, when you are using your own data, you can easily cross-reference it. You can easily check the validity of the information because while you provide high quality insights, you can also check if the information within your reach is accurate at the first place, enabling you to have high quality insights and verifiable attributions in the process. It's easy to use. I will give you a demonstration on how easy it is to use. It's just a matter of clicks. It enables you to get information as fast as possible, and it's a streamlined environment as easy as 2 clicks. It will also save you a lot of hours because you can reimagine the task and contracts and documents, just like chatting into a fellow coworker that you need more information. It's tailored for the needs of document-heavy roles such as legal, HR, or even if you're learning as a student, it can create you study guides in the process. Okay? You are in control of your data. As I said previously, the customer data is not being used. That's one of the ethical ways that we use AI inside of Adobe. It's not used to train any large language model. Your data isn't stored in any repository or any cloud service. You are responsible for the implement. Adobe is responsible for the implementation that adheres to the AI ethics principles. That's one of the key things that you can get or take advantage of using Acrobat AI Assistant. So let's put focus on what, now that we have defined the why and what uh, of why use Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant, let's try to check what types of tasks can we do with AI Assistant. Number one is that you can use AI Assistant to ask Like, for example, if you have a document, you can easily ask to summarize a presentation. I'm going to provide you a demonstration later on. You can easily analyze a document, while you can also convert it into a PDF and analyze that data. You can also modify or rewrite some of the things that is already on the existing document that does not provide hallucinations on your end or any of the source material. And then you can also generate, for example, if I want, I can easily write an email document pertaining to the insights that I gather from my my analyzed document. That's one thing that you can do. And the last one would be to do brainstorming, because right now I can easily have my PDF document, my source material, and talk with it on how can I, for example, how can I create social media posts, can I create more topics on my webinars based from a presentation that I got or any existing presentations before live webinars was a thing. Okay, so that's one thing. That's some of the things that you can do inside of Acrobat AI Assistant. Number one, ask, analyze, modify, generate, and also brainstorm, which is very innovative and very game changing. Okay, so we can access we can access Acrobat AI Assistant in three ways. Number one, you can use your desktop, which is the native installation. You can use your Adobe Acrobat, the one that you installed on your computer, or you can also use the mobile app. If you have your phone with you, you can easily use AI Assistant on that, enabling you to be very mobile and to analyze files within your reach, within your phone or a tablet. And you can also use what we call the web browser version, that you can just need an internet browser. You can easily log in and then you can use AI Assistant on that end. So it's very accessible on every device right now. Okay, so that is the accessibility of using Acrobat right now: desktop, mobile app, and even web browser. So how can we access? How can we know that our that the one that we're using right now has enabled AI Assistant? Three things. I will give you a demonstration on this. Let's switch on my desktop right now, so you can check. So right now I'm on my desktop. I'm just going to switch on my view so you can make me look small on my screen. You can easily check right now. If you go to Acrobat and then you click on the view menu, we are now on the native installation of Acrobat. If this is disabled, you can easily enable it by clicking on the disable or enable. It's a toggle switch. So right now this is enabled. You can easily click enable new Acrobat or disable new Acrobat. If I click on that, I have to restart Acrobat, so I'm not going to do that. But there is a switch for you to get the Acrobat AI Assistant or the new Acrobat experience. Okay, so let's jump into our first example, which is this will enable me to convert a specific document on which I can analyze and use Acrobat AI Assistant. Right now, if I go to the tools itself, let's just maximize this. Let's click on See All Tools. Let's click on See All Tools. And the great thing is, if I click See All Tools, you can easily check that we have now the capability of AI Assistant. And actually, there's two of them, which is AI Assistant and Generative Summary. I'm going to provide you a demonstration on that. But right now, I can easily convert something into a PDF. For example, if I click on Create and create a PDF here, I can just drag and drop any document that I have. For example, I have this PowerPoint file. Let's click on this. I'm just going to select the file rather than drag and dropping it. So let's use this and let's go to desktop. I'm going to switch here and click on this one, convert to PDF. Let's click on the PowerPoint file. I can easily open it and create a PDF based from that. Oh, this one is damaged. Okay, I'll try to add another one, which is you can easily import. This one is damaged. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, let's go and open another file here. Let's go and click on something like this. Let's click on that or open it natively on uh, Acrobat. So this one is a file that you can easily open, and you can verify if your AI assistant is active. If you click here, we have this button, which is the colorful button for AI assistant. If you click here, it will automatically analyze the document itself, and it will try to understand the context of the document that we are opening right now. It may take some time. It depends on how many pages that you have on your document. Right now, the actual limit is around 100 pages. As we see here, yeah, I think it's 600 pages. Yeah. So as you would see here, it by using Acrobat AI Assistant, it will provide you an overview, and it gives you three things. It enables you to understand, analyze, and also generate content based from the PDF itself. And what's very helpful about AI Assistant is that it gives you three things that gives you suggestions. For example, based from the document itself, it will give you this one. What challenges did Adobe face in content creation? It provides you three things that will generate your curiosity on how can I see or how can I talk with document itself. For example, I can click on any of suggestions here. For example, let's click on what features of generative AI are integrated into Adobe's Creative Cloud. So it will search the whole document. This is how you can talk with the PDF, talk with your document. And as you would see here, it gives me the actual information that I need. For example, you can easily copy this into a Word file, into a any presentation easily that you can just click on copy. And if you click on the actual number, it will jump into the actual source. As you would see on the PDF, it has pinpoint the exact location from the answer of the query or the prompt that we have, as you would see here. And then again, it will offer you much more suggestions on how it sees the actual document. So that's one thing. You can easily also type in the prompt that you want. For example, what's the actual name of this document? The document is what is Adobe Gen Studio for performance marketing? It's a great tool, by the way. You can easily ask the document by typing the prompt that you want. So that's one thing that you can easily analyze something for your work. As you would see here, it will jump into the actual location. It empowers marketing teams to create on-brand multi-channel contents for ads, emails, and campaigns. So that's how easy it is for you to get information based from a document that you have right now. So what if, let's jump into another example. This one is just for marketing professionals, for people who wants to create slides, presentations. You can easily do that and analyze the document. If you want, I'm going to place another scenario on this environment on which, let's pretend I'm a student and I want to facilitate more than just analyzing the document. If I want to read something, if I want to ask the actual document what types of questions or the specific answers, you can easily do so. I'm going to close this and open a actual book that we can analyze. For example, let's go to this one. I'm just going to open this. I'm going to simulate a study guide environment on which if I open this in Acrobat, this is the world history since 1500, an open and free textbook. You can also, again, click on the AI assistant here, the big button, or you can easily click on the icon here, which is quickly understand using AI assistant. It will check the actual document. And as you would see, files larger than 100 pages or complex tables and figures may take a few minutes to process. And it depends on how fast your internet connection, because it will provide you insights on some of the summaries. You can check later on. We can check how can it create summaries. That's why it's creating summaries right now. It's processing already. If you have questions, feel free to do so on our comment box regarding this. Okay, as you would see, it will give me some of the generative summary here, and I can easily use the following information. For example, if the book doesn't have like an outline, it will generate for us these types of scenarios. Okay, or I can easily click again on AI assistant, and we can easily check the actual data and ask questions regarding the book. Sometimes when you are absent on a specific lecture, you want to have like a summary of the things that is covered inside of those chapters. You can easily do so using AI assistant. I'll be simulating something like, how can I will be providing some of the prompts right now, and I'll try to find topics mentioning the scientific exploration and its growth, because I'm trying to find and learn something like that. Okay, so right now I can easily just type in the prompt after all of this has been processed. Okay, try a different file. It doesn't work right now, but I'll try again. Let's go to AI assistant. It's because of my internet connection. Let's close it here, and I'll try to ask AI assistant and type it here. I'm going to type the prompt, and let's check. Yeah, I'm just going to reboot this. I'm just going to close this and open it again inside of Acrobat. Let's try again and check. I'm streaming and also having processing in this at the same time. That's why it's eating a lot of my resources as of the moment. Creating an overview. Okay, and another thing, let's jump into, while this one is processing, I want to go back to my slides and share to you something about the other implications, other things that you can do using AI as I'm just going to add myself on the screen right now. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. You can easily use what we call the following things. You can use finance. You can use the following scenarios in finance. You can extract key financial metrics. My mic is off as of the moment, and I thank you for that, Daniel. Uh, these are some of the scenarios that you can use, like finance. You can use AI powered OCR, optical character recognition, from receipts and invoices that you can enable yourself to search. The next one would be healthcare. If you are into this field, it will enable you to summarize medical histories, patient records, compliance. You can also translate reports for global teams and quickly retrieve patient records with smart search. If you're in education, that the same thing that I did the demonstration on, you can use AI to generate quiz questions. Later on, I'm going to provide you with that. You just need to prompt it inside of Acrobat AI Assistant. You can summarize long research papers, even theses that you have. You can just load it inside of Acrobat AI Assistant and ask for it. Okay, let's check for this. I think AI Assistant is a little bit jumpy lately. So I'm going to ask for other things. I'm going to open another document right now. I'll check. Probably I'm going to load a little bit smaller on the file itself. Okay, it's okay. Let's move on to another one, which is again education. It's fairly useful. Next one would be marketing. I demonstrated previously that you can extract key insights from reports that you have right now, convert old PDF files into actual insights based from that PDF file, and also translate marketing materials from one language to another. It enables you to turn reports into quick press releases with AI. The next one, if you're into government, you can also summarize lengthy policies and also simplify it by using AI for us to check with compliance and also policies. You can extract key regulations, compare legislative drafts, and redact confidential data. It enables you to automate public report processing with AI. As you would see here on my screen, I have this information. For example, let's click on here. This is an example of how you can use AI with government policies, and this one is an example of the generative AI and copyright law. It's a document, it's a signed document of certified document from the Library of Congress in the US. So you can easily ask the AI assistant about this, and it will generate some of the suggestions that it has after it analyzes the whole document. Okay. This one is very controversial, as you would see here. This is from the Congressional Research Service. And if you want to ask, for example, this one, how can a human claim, for example, no, I'll try to ask something. Specify what is the status of the cases for copyright with one program, for example, this one. You can easily, if I can type it right, I can easily do that. And it will analyze the whole document and will give you suggestions on it. Okay, as you would see here, it provides us the information, and you can easily click on it and it will automatically jump on it. You can easily also to prompt, like, can you please create a table with the data requested. Let's say, for example, I can easily do that by typing it here. all of the information that you asked previously, you can easily create a table based from that and copy it and paste it to another document, or even supply it, as you would see here. Imagine the time that you can save by asking the actual document and providing you a table on which you can just copy. For example, if I want, I can just easily click on copy and I can paste it automatically, right? Okay. And if you want, if you're into checking with your knowledge, for example, if you are a learning and development experience designer, you can easily ask, let's say, make a 10-item quiz based from this document, on which it will enable you to make your workflow much more efficient. If you're a learning, if you're an L&D specialist, even if you're not a L&D specialist, you can easily review yourself on how we can use, as you would see here. It also enables us to get the answers already, but you can easily type it here or prompt, or I can easily make this on another level, which is make a 10-item quiz with multiple choice and answers at the end. I'm just going to type it here and process it. So this will enable you to streamline or even make your work faster. As you would see, yeah, sure. It has generated me 10-item multiple choice quiz based from the document. As you would see, it has created me something like this. And I can just easily copy and paste this and author something like that. And I think it didn't provide me the answer, probably. I think the ones that has an answer at the end. Okay. Okay. So I think you get the idea on how you can use AI Assistant to assist you further in this. Let's jump into another one, which is, this one is from the academic side. You can easily do so. Let's go back to the slides and focus on another thing, which is this one. Let's jump it. And I have provided you the actual demonstration. I'll be doing more presentations and demonstrations again here to show you how we can use Acrobat. So right now, it has provided us the necessary things that we have requested it. I'm just going to close this and open again this, close this again. What we can do right now is you can also create social media post based from a document that we have opened, and lots of things. For example, let's type it here. Create a 250 word social media post with the advantages of using Gen Studio. Let's click on the submit, and you can easily create any social media post based from documents that you have. For this example, let's just pretend that I'm a marketing specialist, that I want to create something like this, or a social media manager. For example, as you would see here, you can easily create based from the document. And it's also referencing the source. Let's click on go to source. And that's how you can verify if the information is consistent within what you're trying to extract based from the document. Okay, so let's click on that. As you would see, it provides you a lot of information based from the prompts that you have, like very detailed information. Okay, so have you, so right now, I'm going to check with our audience. How can you use AI assistant on your workflow right now? One thing that I can recommend is that if you're on HR, you can easily search for specific keywords on a resume. I don't have those types of examples right now on my end because I don't want to divulge any information. Or I can easily create like dummy accounts or dummy resumes, but I don't want to go to that extent. You can easily use that for career preparation. It enables someone from an HR standpoint to scan any candidate and check for specific information that has been input into the document. You can also suggest use AI to suggest improvements and check for readability of each document that you have as of the time of your execution of the questions. You can also use this as a student for you to revise the documents based on the AI's feedback. For example, if you have your resume inside of Acrobat, you can easily chat with the AI assistant on how can I improve the resume that I have right now. You can easily do that inside of AI assistant. Okay. I also demonstrated to you this. You can create social media posts based from a PDF together with hashtag if needed. If you just type, as you would see, I didn't ask it, but it has already given me some of the hashtags that is relevant from the document itself. Okay, so right now it enables us to be very precise on what types of things we want to ask or to, rather than digging a lot of information, massive amount of pages inside of a PDF. You can easily get some key takeaways. For example, if you have presentations, I'm just going to check here for my files. For example, let's check here. If you're on, if you're checking for, let's say, policies inside of your companies, you can easily do so. For example, in this scenario, I'm going to open a employee handbook on which I can ask specific information rather than doing it on the HR. You can easily ask the PDF itself or the file itself, which is accessible naman. It's really easily accessible if you're an employee of the organization. For example, um, rather than go to HR and ask HR how many vacation leaves that you have, what is the policy on how can I do and execute a vacation leave, you can easily ask it. For example, let's click on the AI assistant here. Let's click on AI assistant and it will process the document. Okay, something went wrong. I'm not sure why it gives me this types of errors lately. It's now processing the document. Probably it's because I don't know how big is this document as of the moment. Let's try to check. It's still loading on my end. I think this one is around. It's fairly small, around 30 pages of a employee handbook. So right now, you can easily analyze the actual handbook or ask the handbook. For example, what are the procedures on vacation leave? For example, vacation leave. You can easily ask the document and chat it away, and it will give you insights on the actual information that is inside of the document. So it's an advantage that you can bring. For example, this one, it gives me more clarity on how can I know the information. Number one, eligibility. Regular employees are eligible to receive paid time. Yes, request. Employees must request on for time off in advance with the supervisor approval. It provides me the actual steps, and if I click on the source material, it will jump on the actual source
and will provide me more information and even context. Okay. Vacation days are grant only in full hourly units, 3 hours, not 2 hours and three. Okay, it should be 3 hours, not on. I didn't know that, but by the way, so you can easily do so, and even you can get insights from, let's say, sales analysis, marketing trends. You can easily just open it into the Acrobat AI Assistant and ask it away. Try to ask it more information. Yes, and you can also it will also give you a suggestion. For example, what is the Family and Medical Leave Act policy? If I click on that, based from the information that I have requested, it will provide me more suggestions. Okay, but you would see on the end, on the lower part, AI generated responses may be inaccurate or misleading. Be sure to double check. As always, if you're using AI, you can it will give you the actual information, but you as the user should always double check if the source is true from based from what we are trying to find out. For example, as you would see here, so that's why it's important to click on the actual source for you to verify if the information is true, rather than if you're going to ask other AI assistant that will enable you to get hallucinations in the process. So this one is much more reliant and much more evidence based, as you would see here. Okay, lots and lots of information that you can do. For example, I can easily create a table based from this. Create a table with all of the requested information. Yes. Question from Adrian Laurel. Let's click on this. I'm just going to show your question here as I process this. Question: can an AI assistant also analyze other downloaded document for topic information, contrast, and comparison? Yes. If you're going to load it here, in the process, you can add more files, as you would see here. You can add more files in the process and compare it side by side. You can load up to 10 PDF files. Right now, the limit is 600 pages. If the document is 100 pages more, it will take a lot more time, because it will have to take more processing power for the AI assistant to process all of the information at once. So that's one of the things that is currently at the limit as of the moment. Yes, you can easily compare and contrast information based from another downloaded document. Uh, I have the following information based from that, but I don't know if this will work on the live setting environment. For example, if I use this, I'm just going to try it right now. For example, let's try to load. Let's see, I have 7 items right now. So what I can do right now is I'm going to load all of this. I'm just on another window and load it into my document here. So let's try this. And I have like 7 of them. I think I have 7 of them here. Let's click on AI Assistant. Or I could close more some of them right now, because some of them is eating up my resources. I'm just going to close it. See, let's close some of them, and then I'm just going to load it manually here. Let's click on the plus button. After this one will be analyzed or processed, I can easily add files here and drag and drop all of this. Let's go here on my computer. This one is already Premiere. I can easily add more files in the process. Say this one, this one, this one, and this one. I have 6. Let's click on open. And all of them will be added into the comparison files and folders. Okay. So this one is already processing 6 documents as we speak. And this one is a document based from the exam objectives of the Adobe Certified Professional program that we are offering inside the Creative Nation Academy. Again, thank you, Adrian, for the question. I'll try to check it here. if this will be successful on a live environment, because right now we know we are processing a lot of information at as of the moment. We're also live streaming it in this scenario. So let's wait for a little bit and check how we can use multiple documents. And I'm going to ask questions, which is almost very similar to most of them. Let's say, um, some of the questions that is very relevant to each and every exam is, what are the information regarding Creative Commons. That's one of the things that it's covered inside of the Adobe Certified Professional exam. So while this one is still processing, because it takes a lot of time for us to gather all of this information, I'm going to switch on the slides. Let's check it here. This one is processing. So I did some of the demonstrations. We have, let's go back here. Let's check. Okay, so let's go back here. And again, you can easily use some of the following cases. You can use it for legal, you can use for finance, marketing, healthcare, education, even project management, because if you want to compare a lot of data from one project to another, you can easily do so. Government and policy and compliance, you can easily do that inside of the Acrobat AI Assistant. Okay? It may take a little bit of time, so, but as you would see, it's still processing the 6 of the documents. And each file is around, it's fairly small right now. I have the following files here, if my screen still permits me. I tried it before. I used some of my study guides. For example, I have this world history cultures. This one is around, I don't know how many pages this one is, but you see there's a lot of pages here on which you can easily check all of the data by using AI Assistant and help you with a specific topic. The last time I tried to load all of them and it was working great. But right now, I think because of the bandwidth restrictions that I'm encountering as of the moment, okay, 6 files couldn't be processed. Sometimes it works, doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't, because it cannot process at the main as of the moment because of bandwidth issues. Okay, so right now I can easily ask for, let's say, I'll try to process it once only. Can you provide information for the exam regarding Creative Commons? Creative Commons licensing. Let's click on that. And I think I also have another file on which you can easily use a thesis. If you have a thesis, you can easily like load it inside of Acrobat AI Assistant and even do a simulation of the defense on itself. Okay, that is for the academic guide. And right now, as you would see, it has pinpoint us to the actual source. Let's say this one is the actual topic, but the Creative Commons mention is under a specific topic, as you would see here. Click on here, and you can easily get into the information by just typing in the prompt that you want, and it will offer you a lot of, again, possibilities, 3 of them, as you process all of this data. Let's click on Add Files. Probably I would like to just add like 2 of them. Let's try to add 2 of them just for comparison. See, click one and say this one. If this would work, let's click on Open. Let's try if it will process the 2 documents rather than doing it like 6 of them. simultaneously. Yeah. Uh, oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm still here on the other slide. Let's go back here. Can you see my screen right now? I'm just going to remove this. Okay. So right now I'm processing two documents. Actually three of them. It's still processing on the background for us to do the comparison inside of Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Adrian. He says that understand. Thank you for sharing the add function as well. I didn't notice until pointed out. Only certain documents sometimes. Yeah. Totally agree with that. You can. The great thing is that when you're supplying your own document, the it's much more less incidents for hallucinations rather than if you're going to use other files that probably has not been filtered or being approved with your specific specifications. Yeah, thank you for that. For using information. Yeah. Okay, so if you have other questions before we end the 1 hour of this session, kindly feel free to do so. Type it into our chat. And as promised, this is there's a lot of things that's going to happen to Acrobat AI Assistant, and probably there's a lot of improvements that's going to happen in the near future. I cannot say it for certain right now, but there's a lot of things that you can look forward to into using Acrobat AI Assistant. So let's go back to my slides. And again, I did a demonstration of the following using Acrobat AI Assistant. So if you have questions, feel free to type it into our chat box. And thank you for listening in this session. I appreciate your time. And also to our online audience, Daniel, Lem, Adrian, and for those who are not being named, if you're shy, feel free to do so. Type into the chat. Thank you for listening. And if you want to get your e-certificate, you can use the following code. I'm just going to type it into the chat box if this is possible. If you go to bit.ly/get cert, because I promise you that in this session you will get e-certificates from attending this session. So click on the link and you will see that it will enable you to get the certificate of completion for this webinar. So type it there for you to avail of this certificate of completion from this live webinar. Okay, so I will be leaving the link for a little bit more time, and also to process some of your questions, and also if you have like any curious things, any curiosity will be any curiosity that will bring me more insights. I'm looking forward to be asked. Or sabi nga nila, I love to tackle hard questions because it makes me think, it makes me ask more things that I haven't seen before or haven't heard before. So feel free to ask questions regarding Acrobat AI Assistant or anything regarding this session. So I appreciate you all. And hopefully in the next session, we'll have more of you who's going to share this live webinars that we are doing together with Get Creative Corporation as a training partner for these sessions. Okay? So maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood for this live webinar for smarter workflows using Acrobat AI Assistant. I appreciate all of you, ating mga ka-nation, sabi nga nila. Salamat ka-nation Yun po yung tawag natin sa ating mga kasama dito sa Creative Nation Academy, mga ka-nation. Okay, hindi po carnation, ka-nation. Okay? So, feel free to get the certificate right now, and I'll be seeing you. Kindly check our YouTube channel if you want more content. Feel free to do so. Subscribe, ask questions, go to the comment section, ask away. Or if there's something that is not clear, feel free to do so and ask away. Okay. Again, my book is still available into the online version of it. For example, if you want to check it, you can easily do so using the QR code. This one is the first book written by a Filipino for the subject Adobe Firefly. This was last June 2024. And this is Working Smarter Using Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant, done this March 19th, 3 p.m. And if you want to get more information on the following series, we're going to announce it on our Facebook page, on our partner pages. You can definitely check it out. And all of this is for free. We just want you to share this information for you to take advantage of what we can do with the technologies that we have with Adobe, such as Acrobat AI, Express, Firefly, and all of the great things that will enable us to do more in the process. Again, thank you for being here in this session, and I will see you on the next one. I'll be leaving you with the actual link for the e-certificates, and have a great day ahead of you. Bye, everyone.